What's happening, beautiful people? If this your first time running across my channel and you enjoy the video, make sure you subscribe, like the video, comment, let me know what you think. Now, without further ado, let's get to the video. Byron Scott, NBA champion, has 3 rings with the Showtime Lakers. He got a podcast called Byron Scott's Fast Break. Well, on his recent episode, he had Derek Fisher on, 5-time champion, was Kobe Bryant's right-hand man. Every championship team needs 2 stars and a very good third player. And he was the third player for all 5 of Kobe Bryant championships. He was clutch, man. He played 13 years with the Lakers, you know. He was with the Lakers when Kobe Bryant first came into the league. When Kobe Bryant had to come off the bench, he talked about all that. How Byron Scott was his mentor. He talked about a lot of things, man. He talked about how his last 2 championships with Kobe Bryant was his toughest. You know, him and Kobe, Ryan Artest, Paul Gasol, and Andrew Bynum. He said he didn't think they was going to win it, but he knew Kobe wasn't going to let him down. He talked about his little girl, when his little girl had this eye issue, and he was when he was playing for the Utah Jazz, he knew he wasn't gonna be there long because Utah didn't have the care that his little girl needed, and that the plan was to try to get him to 5 cities, with LA being one of them, and he chose to go back home. If he don't go back home, we don't know if Kobe wins them last 2 championships. He talked about fatherhood, coaching. You know, he's a high school basketball coach right now. Being a parent, dealing with kids, their egos. And then he got into how the NBA was back then compared to how the NBA is today. And he compared the NBA to WWF. How it was back in the day to how it is today with WWE. World Wrestling Entertainment. It's not about the game anymore. It's about entertainment. And he's like, he used to get into basketball games, the good matchups, the rivalries. He's like, he don't even watch the game now. And that's crazy coming from a 5-time champion. A guy who's still in tune with everything that's going on in the sports world. That's crazy. He said when he watched the game, he used to watch the game, he used to be like fussing at the TV, asking himself why certain things not happening on the court. When he watched today's game, why they not throwing the ball in the paint? A 7-footer on a 6'2". That 7-footer would rather shoot that jumper than to go in the post and use his size. He talked about all that. He talked about how guys are too immature these days. Back then, you couldn't be immature and still be in the league. He said, yeah, they got a couple guys that they let slide who were superstars, not guys who were average, haven't won anything, you know, just saying anything out their mouth. He was like, they wouldn't have last when I was coming into the game, man. It's different era, different game. And then he went on to say, it's not bad, but how I look at it, it's not good. In my opinion, when I watch today's game, I watch it because I cover it. I love the game, you feel me? But when I watch it, it's mainly a 3-point shootout, and teams start playing defense with 5 minutes left in the 4th. That's not basketball, man, at all. He talked about the load management, which is ridiculous. He said, if you ain't a superstar player, you shouldn't be load managing. He don't mind if a star player take a night or 2 off. But average guys who ain't win anything, who haven't proven anything, load managing, He's not with all that. I'm not with all that either. That's cheating the game. Go back and look at players from back in the day. Man, them boys prided themselves on playing every night. If they were hurt or not, people pay their money to come see you play, man. You know how disappointed folks will be? They done saved up their money to come see you, and that day you decide you ain't want to play because you felt you was going to blow that team out. That's disrespecting the game. Players not playing up to their strengths. Shaq called out Wemby the other day when he said he can't be dominant. Don't mention him with me. He shoot too many jumpers, which is true. Joel Embiid too. He shoot too many mid-range jumpers and threes. Man, get on the block. Get on the block like Al Jefferson and stay there, man. Ain't nobody can stop you if you really put your mind to it. You feel me? The game need to get back to it. It's too much finesse. I would like to see a more balanced game, more defense, more defensive players having more freedom, penalizing offensive players for traveling and doing stuff that gets overlooked because they're a star player. Now, call that, man. You know, y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation. Do you agree with Derek Fisher?